Okay, in this video we are going to be looking at question 15 of the WJC additional maths paper from June 2015. So this says on the axes below, sketch the graph of y equals 5 cos x, the values of x from 0 to 360. Okay, so there's two ways to go about doing this. Either you know what the graph of cos x looks like, which starts at 1 and then goes to 0, -1, 0, 1, and you have the curve that goes through, and then we know that this 5 has a vertical stretch, so all the y values are going to get multiplied by 5, so this is now going to be up to 5 and down to -5. Or you can just use your calculator and substitute in these x values that are suggested on the graph. So if we do that, we get 5 cos of 0 is 5. Now there's no scales, so we can do this however we want. So that's 5. 5 cos of 90 is 0. 5 cos of 180 is going to be -5. 5 cos of 270 is 0. And 5 cos of 360 is going to be 5 again. Okay, so let's put in some values. That's going to be 5. This value down here is -5. So our graph, which I always find difficult to draw, is going to come down like this, down to my minimum, and then it starts coming back up. So I don't know what happened there. So part B says find all the solutions of the equation 5 cos x equals 0 for values of x from 0 to 360. Okay, so let's just check. We do have the same equation, so we can use this curve up above. And we want all the times that this curve is equal to 0. Well, let's have a look at what happens. At this point here, the curve is equal to 5. Then as we travel along the curve, it gets closer and closer and closer and moves lower and lower. At this point here at 90, the curve is equal 0. So this is one of my x values where y is 0. And then as I travel, the curve drops below to -5 and then comes back up to 0 again. So it's 0 at that point, at 270, and then it goes up to being 5 again. So in this case, we just read off the graph quite simply. It's 0 at 90 and at 270. So we can just write x equals 90 or 270.